Is now a good time to buy a home? If you've been asking yourself that a lot lately, you're not alone. Almost every buyer I talk to right now is wondering if they should move forward or wait. And instead of guessing or reacting to the headlines, today I want to walk you through what the data actually shows and what it means here in Baton Rouge. Because real estate decisions shouldn't be made on fear, they should be made on understanding. Now, before you jump in, I want to be really clear on something. I'm not here to tell you that everyone should buy a house right now. That's not realistic and it's not responsible. What I am here to do is to give you context so you can decide if buying right now makes sense for you. Two things are going to dominate this conversation: mortgage rates and home prices. So let's talk about both. But let's zoom out instead of getting stuck in the moment. Let's start with mortgage rates because this is usually the biggest concern for a lot of buyers. Right now, rates feel high, and they feel high because we're comparing them to historically low rates that we saw just a few years ago, but those were the exception, not the norm. When you look at mortgage rates over the past 50 years, you'll see that the rates have often been much higher than where they are today. In fact, the long-term historical average sits around the mid 6 to 7% range. There were periods where buyers were purchasing home with rates in the double digits, and yet people still bought homes. They still built equity, they still built wealth. The key difference, they focused on affordability and long-term plans, not chasing the perfect rate. Rates will always move. What matters more is whether the monthly payment fits in your life and your budget comfortably. Now let's talk about home prices. One of the biggest myths I hear is I'll just wait for prices to drop. And while markets do shift, history tells us something really important. Over the past 50 years, home prices have grown at an average rate of about 4% per year, not in a straight line and not without bumps, but consistently over time. Even after major life events like market crashes, recessions, or rapid growth periods, prices tend to correct and continue along the long-term trend. This is why waiting can be risky. While buyers wait for a big drop, prices often keep moving upwards, and a small decrease in rates rarely make up for years of missed appreciation. Now let's bring this home to Baton Rouge. The Greater Baton Rouge market is built on stability. We have a diverse job market, steady demand, and homeowners who tend to stay longer than in some other parts of the country. That means our market usually doesn't swing wildly. Instead, it moves steadily. For buyers, that creates opportunity, more balanced conditions, more time to think, less pressure to rush into decisions. The goal isn't to time the market perfectly. The goal is to enter the market when it supports your long-term plans. So instead of asking, is now a good time to buy? Here are better questions to ask yourself. Do I plan to stay long enough to benefit from appreciation? Does buying fit my lifestyle right now? Am I financially prepared for this step? When those answers line up, market timing becomes far less intimidating. If you're thinking about buying and you're stuck between moving forward or waiting, you don't have to figure that out alone. I'm happy to sit down with you, look at your numbers, your timeline, and your goals, and help you decide what actually makes sense. Reach out to me or DM me the word buy and we'll walk through it together. Because real estate isn't about guessing, it's about making confident, informed decisions. I'm Bailey Stewart, your neighborhood realtor here in the Greater Baton Rouge area, and thanks for watching.